Hey Bethel, how are you doing this morning? It is Monday morning, April 20th. I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about you guys, praying for you guys. I really missed you last Sunday. Me and my wife were saying, oh, it's so nice to be able to go to church, and it almost feels like a Sunday. We sit in the front row, so we don't look behind us. We kind of pretend we have a full audience, and wish you guys could have been there with us yesterday morning for Sunday. Yesterday I had the opportunity to speak a little bit on prayer, and I want to kind of continue that theme for today's devotional. First, one kind of answer to prayer, just a trivial thing but kind of fun, was my wife and I were talking about some of our favorite stores, things we're missing during this quarantine. It's kind of wearing on us. You know, we're almost all the way through April, so we've been quarantined for quite a while now. We're like, oh, we really miss Shields. That's like our favorite store just to walk through. I like going looking at the sporting goods stuff. She goes, looks at clothes or whatever. And it's a pretty great store. So we got done with our Sunday morning message yesterday, and Matt Pychek, who's in the sound booth doing the video recording, he's like, hey, I think Shields is open. You should check it out. So my wife and I got to go over to Shields Sunday afternoon. It was pretty great. I had this stupid grin on my face the whole time. People were looking at me like I was weird, and I was like, hey, I'm just happy to be outside, happy to be back, walking around Shields, and it was a pretty great day. So I hope you guys had a great Sunday. It was a nice sunny afternoon. But now it's Monday, back to work, back to things. So I want to have a little encouragement for you, and a verse from Colossians I think is just perfect. And it kind of continues the theme on prayer. So this passage is from the Apostle Paul writing to the church of the Colossians. He's actually in prison at the time, but he's writing to them, and he just hears about this church, that they're doing so well, and he hears that they just have a great love for the saints, and they're remaining faithful to God. So he writes this letter to them as an encouragement, and he also just tries to kind of build their faith and kind of strengthen them in this letter. So it's a letter of encouragement, and kind of a letter of a challenge too, to kind of get better and keep continuing doing well. So I'm just going to start in Colossians chapter 1, and we're going to start in verse 9. I'm just going to read a little short passage here. For this reason also, and the reason is he just heard about the love of this Colossian church, since the day we heard of it, we have not ceased to pray for you and to ask that you may be filled with the knowledge of his will in all spiritual wisdom and understanding, so that you will walk in a manner worthy of the Lord, to please him in all respects, bearing fruit in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of God, strengthened with all power according to his glorious might, for attaining all steadfastness and patience, joyously giving thanks to the Father who has qualified us to share in the inheritance of the saints in light. So he's saying, hey, ever since I heard about you guys, I've been praying for you, that you can be strengthened, that you can be worthy of this title of Christians, that you are just blessed with all wisdom and understanding, and that God will just pour his Spirit into you, that he will reveal his will to you. And it's just such an awesome prayer of encouragement and strengthening. So as I've been encouraging you guys to pray for one another, I think this is a great passage on how to pray for other people. Pray that they will be strengthened. Pray that the Holy Spirit will fill them. Pray that God will just reveal his will to people, just the believers and unbelievers, so that we can have a better understanding of who God is and what he has called us to do. The rest of Colossians here, he goes into who Christ is, how he's the creator of everything, how he's from the beginning of creation to the new creation inside of us as Christians, that he is the one that does that work, and we have to be thankful to him for that. And just that revelation makes us want to be better Christians, makes us want to live better lives and be a better example. I love that he says here, I hope that you can walk in a manner which is worthy of the Lord. And that's our desire here at Bethel. We want to stand out. We want to look differently. We want to walk in the manner that's worthy of a Christian, worthy of someone that says, hey, Bethel Church is my church. And like, oh, okay, I can see that. You're happy, you got the fruit of the Spirit, you're just full of Jesus, you just bring light wherever you go. And I just want to pray that you guys are strengthened. As this time can get a little weary, it can get difficult. We've been in this quarantine for a long time. It looks like we're going to be in quarantine for quite a while longer, and it does get difficult. It does get draining. We do grow weary, and it's kind of easy to be like, you know what? I'm going to kick back, just kind of cruise through the rest of this quarantine. I'm done with it. You know, me and my wife were kind of talking and joking how the first week of quarantine, we were doing really good. We cleaned every room in our apartment, organized everything. By now, we're like, okay, it doesn't even matter anymore. We're kind of letting things go on how well we keep up on our cleaning. So we're cleaning up today and trying to make sure we get back on track there. But in a spiritual sense, too, we don't want to just kick things on the back shelf. We want to make sure we are walking worthy of Christ. Some people are doing workouts right now and trying to get back in shape, but spiritually, it's a great time to strengthen ourselves as well and pray for other people that they will be strengthened in God, that they will be able to walk in a manner that is worthy of the title of Christian. So I just wanted to encourage you guys with that this morning. Hope you guys are staying in the Word and praying for one another. We love you guys, miss you. Can't wait for the time where we can get back together here soon, hopefully on Sundays, and maybe we'll catch you on our Wednesday night call. God bless you guys. Take care.